Hey, how's it going? It's Mike Giannoulis with copywriterbrain.com. And today we're going to talk about how to write better offers and how to create better offers. See, when it comes to writing copy, writing the offer is the most important part of the entire thing. So we're going to dive into that right now. So let's talk about what an offer is, because many times people mistake the offer with the price. Those are two different things. The price is what you pay for the product. The offer is what you get. So you want to really hone in on the offer. I think that the offer of a product is more important than the copy. And that sounds bad, I know, coming from a professional copywriter, but I can tell you from firsthand experience, if you have a great offer, you can get away with not so great copy. It can't be bad copy. I mean, how hard would it be if you were selling $20 bills for $1? It wouldn't be that hard, right? It'd be like, hey, I want to give you 20 bucks for one. The only hard part would be to convince people that it was even a real thing. But that's why the offer is so important. That's why it's so important to get it right. Here's like 4 or 5 strategies that you can use to make the offer better. My favorite one is to add a personal touch. And what your job here is to find out what can you do to make it more personal. So can you personalize the product? Can you print something on it that's custom for them? If it's an info product, can you provide some kind of coaching? Can you do something where people can jump on a phone call? People love phone calls. I know we always think that we hate phone calls, but if you're buying a product and you get that extra help, that extra support, people love that. And a cool thing, when you add that personal touch, usually you can actually increase what you charge for that product. So let's say you're going to sell a course on how to create a course. Get very meta here. Well, if you could probably sell that for 47, 97, but if you add on, hey, I'm going to hop on a phone call and we're going to answer all your questions one-on-one, you may be able to now sell that for $497. Or if you don't have the time, you could even say we're going to have a group call and we're going to turn it into a group coaching session, right? So now maybe you sell that for $197. So you see how you're adding value there. The trade-off is you have to convince the person to give their time and for that extra cash, but it's also a better experience for the customer. So it's pretty important, and I think it's a great thing to do. All right, so number 2, what you want to do here is you want to take part of the actual product and turn it into a bonus. This has worked for me great when I've had clients who didn't want to create anymore. What I've done is I read through the entire product and I look for pieces or parts that are super valuable but aren't part of the main core product. And what I'll do is I'll pull those out. In the sales copy, I'll turn those into a bonus. This is valuable. This has done very, very good things for me. You'll often find that a informational course especially will come with some extra things that the product creator has included as the main course, but you can take it and pull it apart and repackage it. And I'm telling you, people love bonuses, so this is a great thing to do to really add value to the package. Now, number 3 is the obvious one, and that's just have the product creator create a bonus that people would pay for. If you can create a bonus that people would pay for, then they'll gladly buy the product. Here's a cool little trick too. I've taken interviews and I've done, when I created the Copywriter Brain course, I actually did about 10 or 11 interviews with different experts in the copywriting space. And I was able to take all those and I could have honestly sold those separately, but I made them into one bonus. And it's like probably well over 12 hours of extra content, which, side note, is part of my Copywriter Brain course. If you want to check it out, links down there. But that was a super valuable way to give more info, more teaching, more time, more product to the customer. So that made it so that the product was valuable, but the bonus may have been even more valuable. And that's another trick that works out extremely well, is make your bonuses more valuable than the product. That's a great way to write and create a killer offer. One more thing that helps out a lot is add more audio, add more video, add more PDFs, whatever it is. We have a product where we do a weight loss challenge for men. And what we did is we converted kind of one PDF into like 4 or 5. So we ended up doing like a weight loss tracker, an exercise tracker, a time tracker, a food log. So now, instead of it being like one thing, it became 4 or 5 things. You can create different images for each one, and that really helps to, again, add that perceived value. And of course, they're all good. There's things that you want to have. So that is one other great strategy to increase the perceived value of your offer. I kind of already said this one, but I'm going to reiterate it again. A great way to make an offer more valuable is to interview an expert and add it in as a bonus. Not only do you get more content and more value, you also get to sort of rub off some of the value and the trust factor that expert has. And you'll be amazed if you just reach out and ask how many true experts will say yes, because they also want to get their name out there that can help them sell their products. One tip, when you reach out to experts, you can say, hey, I'm creating this product. I plan to sell this many copies, and I want to feature you prominently in the product. So that way I hope to make you more sales. Remember that people are going to act in their own best interest. So you want to make sure you want to make sure that there's something in it for them. All right, I hope you enjoyed these tips and these tricks, because it's very, very important to get your offer right. If you get your offer right, you get everything else right. I create videos like this all the time. If you enjoyed it, if you got anything out of it, please subscribe, join me here. We're on the track up, and make sure you check out copywriterbrain.com, where I have tons of more info on copy and programs around those things. Thank you so much, and have yourself a fantastic day.